The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com. The Radio Memories Network welcomes you to the earliest days of radio. All this is still ours today through the Radio Memories Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the radio audience.
Bing Crosby, the Cremo singer.
Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, someone waits for me, and the gold of her hair crowns the blue of her eyes, like a halo so tenderly.
Hi everyone, this is John Grimmett, and you're listening to Radio Journeys, our weekly journey into the earliest days of radio. And this week, we have a very special presentation for you. I'm going to do something very special once again, going back and digging up some of the rarest and oldest files from early radio. These files are all quite rare, and what you just heard was an excerpt from one of those old files. It was Bing Crosby from 1931, a preview of what we're going to hear tonight. Now, those of you who know that tune and are big fans of 1930s and 40s old-time radio will recognize it. That was Bing Crosby's theme song, which he performed every week or every night as long as he was on the air, beginning in 1931. 2 weeks ago here on Radio Journeys, we featured a Bing Crosby broadcast. It was the first full solo broadcast ever done by Bing Crosby.
15 minutes with Bing Crosby. Introducing Bing Crosby. Here is the moment you have been waiting for. The delayed appearance of that sensational baritone, Bing Crosby, whose singing has made him the favorite of California, to the mediums of the motion pictures, the vaudeville stage, and the radio.
The opening announcement from 15 Minutes with Bing Crosby, announcer Harry Von Zell over KHJ in Los Angeles. Tonight I thought it would be a good idea to go back and take another look at Bing Crosby and his earliest broadcasts. By searching on the internet, I've dug up some extra files, some really old and rare files showing Bing Crosby and his history as a radio performer. And I've dug up a lot of other information as well that some of you out there will be interested in. Now, a lot of the information that I'm getting for these also come from Malcolm McFarland's Bing magazine, with exhaustive documentation of Crosby's radio performances. And all of this is online. You can see the URL for this, it's a rather long one, in this week's episode description on our blog page. And so, as a pre-Christmas special, for all of you lovers of the Bingelmeister out there, here's a special on Bing Crosby and his earliest radio performances. Now, that 15 Minutes with Bing Crosby was his first solo broadcast, but it wasn't his first time on the radio. The fact is that Bing had started on the radio way back in 1929. Bing actually started as a performer on vaudeville. He was a drummer with bands performing on vaudeville before he finally joined Paul Whiteman's orchestra in 1929, along with his singing group, the Rhythm Boys. Now, Bing was the star of the Rhythm Boys, but this was very much a group effort, with Bing's college friend Al Rinker working with him, plus Harry Barris on piano, and joined at times by Matt Malneck playing viola or violin. Bing's first radio appearance was in 1929, when the Rhythm Boys joined Paul Whiteman's orchestra on the Old Gold Hour. Now, Old Gold was a brand of cigarettes, and the Old Gold Hour was one of the most popular music programs on network radio at the time. The first show with the Old Gold Hour and Paul Whiteman's orchestra was February 5, 1929, over CBS. It originated at WABC in New York most of the time, but sometimes the band would tour around the country and originated in stations in Denver and often on KMTR in Los Angeles. Now, for this first show of February 5, 1929, Eddie Cantor, by the way, was also a guest comedian. We heard Eddie Cantor last week from a 1931 radio show. Well, the Old Gold Hour with Paul Whiteman ran until May of 1930, when Old Gold ended its sponsorship of Whiteman's orchestra. Supposedly, Whiteman also had a tiff of sorts with the Rhythm Boys and Bing, and fired them. But ending the stint with Whiteman only opened new opportunities. Crosby and the Rhythm Boys moved to Los Angeles, where they joined the new NBC series, The Walter O'Keefe Show, over KFI. Now, we don't have any recordings existing, or at least no known recordings have been found of Bing Crosby or of Paul Whiteman's orchestra on the Old Gold Hour. There is a site, redhotjazz.com, where I'm getting a lot of this information and even some of these files that I play on the show. RedHotJazz.com has attempted to sort of recreate those broadcasts by taking studio recordings of the same songs that Paul Whiteman performed on the Old Gold Hour, putting them online. But many of those recordings are much more recent than the 1920s or 30s, but they do give a sense of how Paul Whiteman's orchestra may have sounded on the radio, even though they are not themselves radio broadcasts. RedHotJazz.com includes a lot of online streaming files of radio shows from jazz performers. If you're interested in that sort of thing, check it out. Now, as I said, we don't have any existing recordings of Paul Whiteman or the Old Gold Hour from 1929 or 1930, but we do have 2 excerpts from a broadcast of the Walter O'Keefe Show. Now, this was the show that Crosby and the Rhythm Boys joined after leaving Paul Whiteman. We don't know the exact dates for these performances, but they're from sometime in June, probably July, of 1930. The Walter O'Keefe Show aired over KFI, with the first broadcast being June 27, 1930, at 8:30 p.m. So the first recording we're going to hear tonight of being on the radio in these early days is from the Walter O'Keefe Show, probably from July of 1930. Performing 2 songs off that show, probably from the same episode. The first one is A Bench in the Park, and the second one is Everything's Agreed Upon. You can also hear Walter O'Keefe here doing his commentary. And both of these were recorded as line recordings from KFI in Los Angeles, probably July 1930. Let's listen.
While the Rhythm Boys, those eloquent exponents of chamber music, are warming up on the sidelines, and now we'll send them to the front to make good in a song from Paul Whiteman's picture, The King of Jazz. It's entitled A Bench in the Park.
Why, just the other day, I heard a fellow say, in a very, very woe-begone way, Romeo and Juliet, I'm quite sure didn't have to pet upon a hardwood bench in a park like this is. They had moonlight up above, and all the scenery of love, and things like that so helpful to hugs and kisses. Ah, but you and I, my dear, need no such atmosphere. A bench in the park, unromantic and plain. That bench in the park can be our lover's lane. The bright gleaming light of a lamp or a moon. A cold, dreary night, but in our hearts there is June. A lone little bird in the branches above is plaintively heard, serenading his love. And what more do we need? You and I in the dark on a bench in the And what more do we need? You and I in the dark. Jiggers the opke, the opke.
Oh, for goodness sakes, get me out of here quick, fellas.
Hey, boys, I'm the cop, and you two had better leave.
Why, we're not trying to deceive.
And you can take your old park anyway.
So there.
Oftentimes, I am besieged by the curious as to how songs are recorded in the studios, and I'm going to come out and make a clean breast of it all. The other day, we were shooting a scene at one of the talkie studios, and the heroine, a tasty, toothsome tidbit if ever these old eyes saw one, had gone through a terrible day with a villain. She was worn out, worn to a frazzle, and I had soaked 2 handkerchiefs as part of her cheering section. Ah, it was pitiful, mi amigos, the way the villain still pursued her, and to see it would have melted your heart. And there they were, shooting a scene where she goes to her bedroom wearily, manifestly all worn out. She dons her robes and oui and crawls into bed. And then she was supposed to fall off asleep, and she did. She fell asleep immediately, sound asleep. You see, she's been with the Theater Guild for 2 seasons. And, of course, to the horror of all watching and listening, it was clear immediately that the girl was afflicted with a snore bordering on the gauche and improper. Of course, they couldn't have the microphone pick up that racket, so the technicians got busy technicking, came out of their huddle with a new device called the Snoror's Nasal Melodion. It's a simple little gadget that you slip up the nostril of the snorer or snoree as he or she sleeps. And then when the snore starts and the big wind starts whistling down the open spaces, it harnesses the power and plays Piccolo Pete. Now, it seems only a minute ago that I advised you that Mr. Rinker of the Rhythm Boys had taken time out. Let me add that he was sent to the showers and has come back to us as good as new. Our closing offering, therefore, presents the Rhythm Boys with their first team in the lineup. That is, Mr. Crosby, the Spokane swashbuckler, will call the signals, and I believe the brunt of the attack will fall upon Harry Barris at the piano, and Mr. Barris is, I might add, the proud parent of this next number entitled Everything's Agreed Upon.
Everyone has someone that they're fond of.
Seems to me, Bing, that you're no exception to the rule.
But I'm not doing that.
Yes, but have you originality
Those.
in your congeniality?
No, when I say we're happy, I don't fool, 'cause when I want her to love, she knows what I'm thinking of. Everything's agreed upon. When I ask for that kiss, I'm in right, so I can't miss. Everything's agreed upon. She's got the bluest blue eyes, as blue as sky. How we carry on. Everything is set. We'll wait until we get enough of that good deed. Go get married on. We both like kids, indeed we do. Later on, we'll have a few. Everything's agreed upon.
What kind of sweet piano playing is that?
This is Holman and Arden.
Holman and Arden? Well, there are a couple of guys who work down on Delancey Street. Got a right hand like a blacksmith. Terrific. That's the part I like. That's it.
When I call on her at night, I don't ask to read me that light.
Everything's agreed upon, I said.
Ho, ho, it's mutually understood that.
When her mother calls down the stairs, is everything all right down there? Everything's agreed upon, I said.
We've a perfect understanding, we never disagree. She feels like me, I make love real strong. And if she makes fuss, for she seldom does, I know I must be wrong. Her uncle's rich, she's his jewel. She gets that dough, say I'm no fool. Everything agreed upon. Everything's agreed upon.
From July 1930, that's the Walter O'Keefe Show with Bing Crosby and the Rhythm Boys. Well, the Rhythm Boys moved in July of 1930 from KFI over to KNX in Los Angeles, and they started performing with the Hotel Ambassador's Coconut Grove Orchestra. There are 2 known excerpts from broadcasts of the Coconut Grove Orchestra that have been released on LPs over the years. There was an album out in the 1970s, several years back, of Bing Crosby on the Air, and this featured several of the excerpts that we're hearing tonight. Well, the Rhythm Boys with Bing Crosby continued to perform with the Hotel Ambassador's Coconut Grove Orchestra over KNX until May of 1931. The Rhythm Boys must have decided that it wasn't in their best interest to continue because they simply decided not to show up for one of the performances, and that ended their career with the Coconut Grove Orchestra and KNX. And it also signaled the beginning of Bing's solo career. Bing began to appear all over the radio in solo appearances. One of the first ones he appeared on was the sun-kissed musical Cocktails over CBS, originating at KHJ in Los Angeles. Now, these were only some appearances. He did not get full billing as the lead performer on these shows. But then, William S. Paley, the chairman and founder of CBS, decided that he wanted to sign up Bing to do a solo series. Bing, you see, had already become quite famous. He was known for really excellent stage performances at the time, and his voice was beyond compare. And so, beginning on August 31 of 1931, Bing was supposed to have done a performance, a solo series called 15 Minutes with Bing Crosby. The show was delayed until September 2nd, due apparently to laryngitis. Of course, many people think it might have been contract problems. And that's what we heard 2 weeks ago, 15 Minutes with Bing Crosby. Now, the show continued 6 nights a week at 7 p.m. until August 31 of 1931. The show, by the way, competed favorably with the Amos and Andy show in the same time slot on NBC. Then, 15 Minutes with Bing Crosby ended, and Bing was signed to do an even bigger show, The Cremo Singer. This was also to be a show that would be on the air at least 3 nights a week. The Cremo Singer was another 15-minute show. It debuted on November 3 of 1931. It was scheduled for 7:15 instead of 7 o'clock, as was 15 Minutes with Bing Crosby. The reason for the schedule change was to keep it away from the Amos and Andy time slot, hopefully to raise the ratings for Bing. Now, Bing was backed by the Carl Fenton Orchestra in these shows of the Cremo Singer, and that's what we're going to hear next. A very rare, very hard-to-find recording. It's an excerpt from 2 shows of the Cremo Singer, done in November and December of 1931. Now, Malcolm McFarlane of Bing Magazine has done exhaustive documentation of these shows, and this is where I've been able to kind of ascertain which episodes these excerpts have come from. There are actually 4 songs on this recording that we're about to hear. The first one comes from a broadcast of December 5, 1931. It's called As Time Goes By. Of course, that later would become the theme for Casablanca in the late 1940s, As Time Goes By. And then 3 songs from November 7 of 1931, Guilty, Kissable Baby, and I Cried for You. All of these songs were released on LPs in the 1960s and 70s under various titles. Many of them off a recording called Bing Crosby on the Air. And another LP that contained some of these excerpts was Personalities on Parade, various jazz performers. I don't really have a date for that LP, but I think it was released sometime in the 1950s or 60s. Very rare LPs indeed, but we do have these recordings passed down through collectors. And so tonight, it's with great pleasure that I present a very rare and difficult-to-find recording of Bing Crosby in his earliest days, excerpts from The Cremo Singer, December 5 and November 7, 1931. And remember, only the first song comes from December 5. The other 3 songs, fragments really, come from November 7. Let's listen.
Bing Crosby, the Cremo singer.
Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, someone waits for me, and the gold of her hair crowns the blue of her eyes like a halo so tenderly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The manufacturers of certified Cremo present for your pleasure and entertainment Bing Crosby, the Cremo singer. While you are listening, light a Cremo and discover real smoking enjoyment. When you settle back in that easy chair and light a Cremo, you have the extra comfort of knowing your cigar is clean. And wherever you go, you'll find certified Cremo's fine tobacco quality exactly the same, made in that famous perfecto shape that means the highest quality in a cigar. Certified Cremo is the only cigar in the world finished under glass for your sanitary protection. And now, Bing Crosby, as time goes by.
This day and age we're living in gives cause for apprehension, with speed and new invention and things like fourth dimension. Yet we grow a trifle weary with Mr. Einstein's theory, so we must get down to earth, at times relax, relieve the tension. No matter what the progress or what may yet be proved, the simple facts of life are such they cannot be removed. Ah, you must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. And those fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say, I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings, as the time goes by. Moonlight and love songs are never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, man must have his mate, that no one can deny. Are still the same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. And the world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. I'm guilty of dreaming of you. What can I do? What can I say after I've taken the blame? You say you're through, you go your way, but I'll always feel just the same. Maybe I'm right, I could be wrong. Loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you.
Bing Crosby sings Kissable Baby.
Kissable baby, where did you learn to kiss? You were not born like this. Kissable baby, don't just say maybe, always say yes to me. You'll get the best of me, kissable baby. I hear you whispering, you're wild about me. To think that this thing should happen to me. Wonderful lady, I've got a spot for two. All that I need is you, kissable baby. Wonderful lady, I've got a spot for two. All that I need is you, kissable baby. Every road has its turning. That's something I know you're learning. I sigh for you. What a fool I used to be. But I found two eyes just a little bit bluer, and I found a heart just a little bit truer. I cried for you. Now it's your turn to cry over me.
And so, good night. You have been listening to Bing Crosby, the Cremo Singer, presented by the manufacturers of certified Cremo cigars. Thank you. Until Monday night at the same hour. Thank you. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System. WABC, New York.
Excerpts from the Cremo Singer, December 5 and November 7, 1931. Broadcast originally over KHJ in Los Angeles. Now there is also another existing recording. The complete show of November 9, 1931 from the Cremo Singer does exist. It's not in my collection, but it was released on LP several years back. If I ever find it or get hold of it, I'll be sure to present it here. Well, that was only the beginning of Bing's solo radio career. He went on to do great radio for the next 30 years. Right on up until 1960, he appeared on the radio regularly, including, of course, the Kraft Music Hall. And those shows at the Kraft Music Hall, as you know, from the 1940s, are rather easy to find for collectors. Bing Crosby on Radio Journeys.
Where the blue of the night meets the gold of the day, someone waits for me.
Well, now that we've had a bit of music here, let's have a bit of adventure. On with the rest of our show. We're going to hear tonight two more of those extremely funny and extremely adventurous serials from 1931. The first of these will be The Misadventures of Cy and Elmer. We're up now to episode number 10, as Cy and Elmer are about to get underway with another dangerous mystery case. And then that's followed by Omar the Wizard of Persia, Episode 5. We've heard Omar of the Wizard of Persia before here on Radio Journeys. We're working all the way through all 13 of the episodes of Omar the Wizard of Persia. This was a juvenile adventure serial from 1931. It was also remade, by the way, in 1936. And so it is tonight on Radio Journeys, The Misadventures of Cy and Elmer, Episode 10, and Omar the Wizard of Persia, Episode 5. A little adventure for you here on Radio Journeys. I'll be back in about a half hour with some closing notes. Enjoy.
And this is KHJ, the Don Lee Station, Los Angeles.
The Misadventures of Cy and Elmer. As a detective, and Cy and Elmer, Punkenville's correspondence school detectives, have captured their first criminal and are now getting the glory. Invited to attend the weekly luncheon meeting of the Punkenville Tigers Club, our heroes have prepared and rehearsed a speech which Elmer is going to deliver. We find the boys now waiting in a small room near the dining room and worrying about Elmer's speech. It is almost time for the meeting to begin.
Now, just sit still, Cy. Steve said they had some kind of business meeting to get over with before the speaking, and we could wait out here. We don't care nothing about the business meeting, and I can go over my speech once more.
Well, I don't know if it's quite safe or not for us to wait out here, Elmer.
Why not?
Well, that sheriff is in there, ain't he?
Why, certainly the sheriff's in there.
Yeah.
He's a member of the Tigers Club, Si, that's why. Well, he's got to be in there. You know, after all, we're just guests. This business meeting ain't none of our business.
Yeah, maybe it's all right, and again, maybe it ain't.
Why, sure, Tim.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me none if that darn sheriff is putting something over on us.
Well, what in tarnation could he be putting over on us?
Well, for one thing, he might be going to do his speech before we get in there, so we can't hear him. And if yours is better than his, and it's a cinch it's going to be better...
Why, certainly.
Well, and we wouldn't never know nothing about it.
Oh, shucks, Si. There ain't no danger of that sheriff making his speech without us being there.
No?
He's too darn anxious to show off in front of us.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Elmer.
Bet.
But I feel awful nervous.
Well, my goodness, Si, there ain't nothing for you to get nervous about. It's me that's going to make a speech.
I got the feeling of trouble, Elmer. I got the feeling.
Yes, you always got that feeling.
Yeah.
That never happened as yet, did it?
Yeah, plenty.
Yeah. Trouble is, you always looking on the dark side of things.
Yeah.
Remember what I said in the book, don't you? Sit up straight and smile.
There ain't no sense smiling when you know trouble is coming.
Well, I can see Sam coming, but he don't look like trouble.
Can't tell by the looks, Elmer. Hello, Sam. What are you doing here? You ought to be out in the kitchen with that fried chicken.
Yowza, Mr. Si, yowza. The fried chicken I'm all ready to go. It looks mighty good, too, but Mr. Steve said for Mammy and me to serve it just as soon as Mr. Elmer gets through with his speech.
That's right, Sam. Elmer is going to be the last speaker.
Yes, and a good thing for the rest of them, too. Because after they hear my speech, rest of them will be ashamed to get up and talk.
You heard Elmer's speech in the office, Sam. Don't you think it's good?
Yes, sir. Sure am, Mr. Si. Yes, sir. And I knows Mr. Elmer studied a whole lot on that speech. It can't be bad. And what's more, he looks like a good speaking gentleman and all that.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, the way he stands up there is good.
Yeah, nice, ain't it,
yeah,
Sam?
Sir, sure is, but I'm powerful scared something's going to happen.
What did I tell you, Elmer? I felt trouble a-coming, and now Sam can feel something going wrong.
Si, will you shut up? First you can feel trouble and you know something's going to happen, and now Sam's scared about something going haywire. Hush up, or I'll get nervous myself here.
You better run back to the kitchen, Sam, and let Elmer get his mind on this speech of his.
Yes, Miss I. Yes, I'm going, but just one other thing more, Miss Elmer. Yes, the rabbit's foot I always scares when there's trouble hanging around me. Yes, the old rabbit's foot ain't never failed me yet.
Eh?
No, sir. You sure better care when you making that speech, Miss Elmer. 'Cause the powerful trouble hanging over your head. Oh, I can see it just hanging over there, just like a big umbrella.
I reckon you better carry that rabbit's foot, Elmer. You're going to need all the good luck you can get.
Well, by the great horn spoon, if you fellers ain't worse than undertakers meeting.
Yeah.
Now get out of here, Sam. Go on, get out. I don't need no rabbit's foot.
You can't tell, Elmer. I feel danger. You better take it.
Yes, sir, Miss Elmer. I know. I get these feelings and these hunches, and they're always right. You're all going to happen to an accident if you don't.
Please take it, Elmer.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, all right. If there ain't no other way to shut you fellas up. Give it here, Sam. Give it here. But if it don't work, I'm telling you I'm going to make you eat it.
Now I feel better, Elmer.
Yes, so do I. I feel lots better now. Now I'm going to look at that chicken. I'll be listening to your speech through the kitchen door.
And now, Elmer, let's practice your speech just one more time.
Well, maybe better, Si, but, you and Sam got me so dirt and rattled with you being scared that I reckon I forgot most of it. Well, here goes. Mr. Chairman and guests assembled.
Wait a minute, Elmer.
Well, what's the matter?
Well, try hooking both hands in your vest, like you did over to the office.
Up here, you mean like this? Just kind of put him there, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it does feel better, Si. You know, the hands don't hang down so loose like. Got some place to put him, you know?
Yeah, looks good.
Uh-huh. Well, now, let's see. Head up, like this.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. And eyes fearless. Do they look fearless?
Yeah.
And straight ahead.
That's just fine, Elmer.
Don't look too scary, does it?
Nah, it looks swell, Elmer. Just like a regular speaker now.
Well, start over again now. Mr. Chairman and guests assembled.
Wait a minute, Elmer, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Here comes that hotel clerk.
Oh.
And he's got a flower in his hand.
Yes, all that sissy's good for. He's picking flowers.
Oh, there you are. I was so afraid I'd miss you.
Yes, well, it's too darn bad you didn't.
Elmer, that ain't no way to talk to Clarence.
Oh, I suppose it ain't, Si, but darn it, I'm busy on my speech. Ain't got but a minute now till we get in the dining room and start talking.
There you have it, the speech. That's just what I want to see you about. For some reason, I've been most awfully nervous about your speech, and I brought you this flower to wear in your lapel. For good luck.
Well, say, what is this? Some kind of a scheme?
What do you mean, scheme, Elmer?
You know blame well what I mean. First you get the jitters about something happening to my speech. Then Sam comes in and gives me a rabbit's foot so nothing will happen to me. And now you come a-prancing in with a flower for me to wear. That's too much. It's too much. Get out of here for a toy shot. Go on, get out.
Oh, all right. I know just how you feel. So I'll leave the posy with Si, and he can give it to you. Well, good luck.
Si, someday I'm going to forget he's a lady and take a swat at him. Him and his flower. Oh, shucks.
Well, I'm scared he's right, Elmer. Your speech ain't a-going
now,
to
looky
be
here,
right.
Si, looky here. I know my speech off by heart, don't it?
Yeah, of course you do, Elmer.
Yeah.
Every last word of it.
And I stand up and say it all right, don't it?
Nobody never done better, Elmer.
And you know all the places where you're going to start to clapping for me, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, then.
Well, and even if I did forget one of them,
Huh?
your speech is going to be so darn good that the other fellas is just going to be clapping all the time.
Well, there you are.
Yeah.
You admit the speech is slick and ready, but you're scared of something. Now, what the dickens is it?
Well, I just can't put my finger on what's wrong, Elmer.
Yeah, I guess you can't.
Well, I just can't, Elmer. But I know that something terrible is going to happen to that speech.
Sweet sorghum, Si, will you quit it?
Huh?
You got me nervous now, don't it? Got the jitters.
There you are, Elmer, see?
Well, you did it yourself.
Yeah,
All
but-
this talking, you and Sam and
I
Clarence.
know, but you're getting them, Elmer. You're getting them.
Well, hush it up. Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't going to be.
You never made no speech like this before, Elmer.
Well?
I guess I am kind of nervous and worried.
Well, Si, will you let me do the worrying? There won't be no worrying done. Certainly I never made a speech before. But when I get through with this one, I'll be the fella who makes him old from now on. What do you think of that? Now, wait till I get sit here. There. How do you look now?
Just fine, Elmer. No, you can't do that.
Oh, what?
Well, if you button your coat, you can't get your fingers hooked in your vest.
Yeah, that's right. Say, well, Well, Si, after all, maybe I better wear that flower, too.
And now, Elmer, you're getting nervous.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah, why don't you come right out and say so?
Oh, shucks, Si, that ain't being nervous.
Huh?
Just that I look mighty nice with a flower in my coat, I do.
Yeah?
Certainly. Don't you remember how that pretty gal in front of the hotel used to say that the flower just kind of belonged in my coat?
Yeah, I remember, all right.
You oughta.
And I remember how she used to sell you a 10-cent flower for 2 bits every day, too.
Oh, she did not.
Did so.
Oh, she did not.
Did so?
Did not.
Well, I thought she did. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't help it if I'm always been a hand with the ladies.
This speech ain't got nothing to do with the ladies. Now, let's get over it just once more.
And, Si, this is going to be the last time now.
Better
I've said it so darn much, them words must be all wore out.
Get all fixed nice now.
Yeah.
Stand a mite straighter, Elmer.
Like this?
Yeah, that's right. Now, get your thumbs hooked into your vest and go to it.
Yeah, all right. How's this, all
That's
right?
good.
Stand up straight enough?
Yeah, fine.
Whiskers out, all right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Mr. Chairman and guests assembled, it is with pride I stand before you and bring to you a message of civic progress and municipal accomplishment. It is my belief that we have the finest community in the United States.
Elmer, that's just as pretty as a moving picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, Elmer. It's just the proper caper.
Yes, I know it's good, Si. This town ain't never heard no speech like that. Of course, for a feller like me, where it's easy, you know, but...
There's Steve waving his hand over there at the dining room door. I reckon we better get on in.
Yeah, all right.
Come on, Elmer. And don't get nervous.
Say, how many times do I have to tell you, Si? There ain't no danger of Elmer Peabody getting nervous. Hello, Steve. It's time for us to come on in.
Come right on in, boys. We're all ready for the speakers now. Right in here. Just come right around here, boys. Now, Si, you sit by the sheriff there.
Hello, Si. How are you?
Hey, howdy. Howdy, Sheriff. Howdy.
Yeah, where do I sit, Steve?
Right here, Elmer. On my right. That's it. Your attention, please. It's my pleasure to present to you at this time, I'll not say introduce, for they need no introduction, Sheriff Hank Hawkins, Cy Perkins, and Elmer Peabody. Now, gentlemen, as our time is short, I must ask you to give the speakers your undivided attention, and not to interrupt them by making no applause.
Si, darn it, there goes your chance to clap for me.
Your attention, please. We will first hear from Hank Hawkins, our able sheriff. Mr. Hawkins.
Mr. Chairman and guests assembled, it is with pride I'll stand before you and bring to you a message of civic progress and municipal accomplishment.
Elmer, that darn sheriff is a-using your speech.
It is my belief that we have the finest community in the United States.
And the sheriff must know where the public library is, as well as Elmer does. Your announcer will tell you when you may hear another episode of Cy and Elmer over this station.
This is KHJ, the Don Lee Station, Los Angeles.
glamorous, mystic east, out of the desert's burning sand, the voice of ancient Persia speaks to the heart of him who understands. To the crunch of the camel's padded feet, meet the purple glow of starlit skies. 4 travelers in life's caravan meet in their quest for earthly paradise. A sign on the mystic scroll of fate, the moving finger writes in gold. Do you hear the call of Omar? Wait. Kismet is written, let the tale be told. Omar, the wizard of Persia. Strange things are happening in an American home in Chicago, the home of Henry Mason, a wealthy importer of jewels and precious stones from the Far East. His daughter, Cynthia, is in the living room. Facing her is Jerry Martin, her fiancé. Outside, a thunderstorm is raging. What, Cynthia?
Did you hear it? What was it?
What was what? I didn't hear anything.
But I did.
Oh, now, Cynthia, you're all unstrung. You're trembling like a leaf.
Oh, I can't help it, Jerry. I heard...
Oh, there was nothing, I tell you. Nothing but the wind and the rain.
Oh, there was something else. Like a wild cry for help.
Ridiculous. It's just your imagination. Or even if there were something out there, you'd never hear it above the storm.
But it wasn't out there, Jerry. It was in this room.
In this room? How foolish. Why, there's no one here but you and me.
It wasn't one of us, Jerry. It wasn't human.
Not human? Why, Cynthia, what on earth are you talking about?
Jerry, I'm scared stiff. It sounded as though the whole house were crying out with fear.
Oh, this place is getting on your nerves, that's all. It's getting on mine, too.
Really? You're at liberty to go any time you wish.
Now, Cynthia, for heaven's sake, stop.
There you go.
Look here now, please.
But...
Don't interrupt me. Ever since your father left on his last trip, something's happened around here that I can't quite figure out.
If you're looking for an excuse, Gerald Martin...
Let me have my say, Cynthia, please. We never used to quarrel the way we do now. We get together for 5 minutes and start bickering about the silliest things.
I suppose it's my fault.
I'm not blaming anybody. There's something queer around here, and I'm not going to let it ruin our lives. The thing that matters, dear, is that we love each other, don't we?
Why, of course.
Then let's figure it out, dear. Here's your mother. She used to be so sweet and gentle, and now she complains about everything. And she isn't really sick. You know she's not.
It's not entirely her fault, Jerry. These funny letters we've been getting from Daddy. Mother's worried about him, that's all.
Something mighty queer has happened to your dad, too, Cynthia. Why did he insist that we were not to meet him at the boat? Not even at the station when he arrives in Chicago. We've just got to sit here and wait. No wonder we're all upset.
Oh, I'm worried about it, too, Jerry. Something strange has happened to Daddy. He said so himself, in his letters. Oh, Jerry, you don't think that...
What, Cynthia?
That there's something wrong with Daddy. His mind, or... Oh, how that startled me.
4 o'clock. He ought to be here any moment. Good Lord!
Oh, that's Mother. Mother, what is it?
What's happened?
Cynthia's darling. Mother, dear, what's wrong?
Here, Mrs. Mason, sit down, please.
Yes, do, Mother. Jerry, bring that footstool.
There, now, there. You'll be all right now.
You aren't hurt, are you, Mother? Oh, it was horrible. Horrible. The most awful dream.
Dream?
Yes. I must have dozed off for a moment. I was passing through such strange, weird places. The people were so distant. They were crowding around me, staring at me. reaching at me with long, bony fingers.
Now, Mother.
Oh, suddenly one of them grabbed me by the throat. A long, shiny blade swung over my head. And there was a terrific crash.
Oh, please,
and I
Mother.
woke up. Oh, Cynthia. Cynthia, something terrible's going to happen. I know it.
Now, Mother, don't worry.
If only your father were here. Why doesn't he come? Why don't he?
Oh, why, it's nothing, Mother. Just the telephone. Wait, Jerry, I'll answer it.
Oh, hurry, Cynthia. Hurry. Don't be long.
Hello? Hello? Why, Daddy!
Your father. Let me talk to him.
Oh, wait, Mother, please. Hello? Daddy? Hello? Hello? Hello, operator. Oh, you've disconnected me, operator. What? But I tell you, someone was calling me. What? Oh, all right.
What's the matter, Cynthia?
Oh, it was Father, I'm sure of it. I heard his voice, and then the wire went dead.
Well, don't worry about it, Cynthia. He'll call again. Must have been at the station and phoned to say he was on his way.
Oh, I hope so, Jerry. Daddy seemed so close to me then. Just for that instant.
Don't talk that way, Cynthia. You frighten me.
It's someone at the door.
I'll go.
Who could see?
Why, Mr. Mason.
Daddy! Henry!
Martha, it's good to see all of you. Hello, Jerry. Why, Cynthia, what's the matter? What are you staring like that for?
Oh, why, Daddy, I don't understand. So where did you stand? Henry, how did you get here so quickly?
Phone? What do you mean? I didn't phone.
But, Daddy, I spoke to you on the phone just a minute ago. It was your voice. I'm positive.
Why, you just imagined it, my child. Why, I just got in. I drove all the way from the station.
Oh, Henry, I'm so glad you're back.
Yes, I'm happy too, Martha, but I've got to get this matter straightened out about this mysterious telephone call.
You don't think it was mysterious, Henry?
I don't know. These days, anything is likely to happen.
Henry, you're not ill. What is Daddy talking about, Jerry?
I give up. Sit down, all of you, and try not to interrupt. You don't have to worry, Martha. I'm sound, body and mind. But I came home to tell you of an amazing experience which concerns all of us.
All of us? Even Jerry?
Yes, all of us.
Oh,
now, please don't interrupt me. But first of all, Martha, I want to assure myself of one thing.
What is it, Henry?
It's about that emerald that I brought with me on my last trip from Persia. Are you sure that it's safe?
Yes, quite safe. I looked at it only this morning.
Well, the man I bought it from seemed very anxious to sell it, and I bought it at a bargain. Since that day, nothing but misfortune has followed my business. About 2 months ago, a merchant in the bazaar in Shiraz told me of a man known as Omar, the Wizard of Persia. I had often heard of this mysterious person, and strange stories were told of his power. My merchant friend was very insistent that I see Omar. He seemed to feel that I would not regret it. And so, after many strange happenings, I decided to visit Omar. Let me tell you about it. Welcome, my friend. You are Omar, the Wizard of Persia? So men call me. But you're a young man. Why, you appear younger than myself. Men call me wise, my friend, and wisdom is ageless. You are in trouble? Yes. I can see that misfortune has overtaken you in business. Yes, that's Across the seas, your wife suffers from poor health. That's right. But how did you know that? You must not question when Omar speaks. It is enough that Omar knows. Your daughter is unhappy in her romance. Yes, that's true. That's true. Now I know why they call you the Wizard of Persia. It is written in the books of the ancients that happiness grows out of happiness and misfortune out of misfortune. I don't quite understand. One cannot find pleasure in another's pain. How does that apply to me? You have in your home in America a rare emerald.
Yes.
How? Do not speak till I have finished. That emerald is linked up with the destinies of many human beings. Hundreds of years ago, it was stolen from its original owner. A curse fell upon the stone. The curse remains till the emerald is restored to the descendants of the family that owned it. Many have taken up the search. All have failed. The curse cannot be lifted by selling the stone or giving it away.
You mean that misfortune will pursue me and my family?
Always, yes. Until you find the original owner.
How? When so many have failed?
I will help you. Take this. It is the mystic scroll of Persia. You will see that it bears certain numbers. Each series of numbers has a meaning given here. By these numbers you will receive my instructions. I will warn you or encourage you as the case may be. Your search starts here in Shiraz.
But how shall the numbers reach me?
Through the mystic bells of Omar. You alone will hear them.
I search alone?
No. It were better to have with you all who are affected by your possession of the emerald. Your wife, your daughter, and the young man whom she loves. I can say no more. The blessings of Omar accompany you. Go.
Henry, you didn't dream all this. Why, Daddy, it's thrilling, weird.
Have you heard the mystic bells as yet, Mr. Mason?
Yes.
Once, on the ship, coming home.
What was the message, Daddy?
That I was on the right track, and that when I had ended my mission, happiness would be the lot of everyone made unhappy by the emerald.
You don't believe all that, Henry.
Ah, there they are.
Henry, what are you saying? Daddy, look at his face, Jerry. Look at his face.
Are you ill, Mr. Mason? Quiet. Everybody, quiet. 4, 3, 5. Wait. 4, 3, 5. The bells. The mystic bells of Omar. The message is, you must leave for Persia at once.
What strange adventures are in store for the Masons. Don't fail to hear the next episode of this thrilling story.
Omar, the Wizard of Persia, Episode 5, from sometime in 1931. Well, you know, I promised you last week that we'd have a Christmas special coming up, and next week I do. It's going to be quite a doozy for you as well. I'm going to present for you a very special stocking stuffer, and then a big gift right under the tree. We're going to dip back in history and take a look at how radio probably would have sounded on Christmas Day, right around 1929 to 1931, including a very special and rare recording which was discovered not too long ago, of what is believed to be the first performance of the Christmas Carol on network radio from 1931. So the Christmas Carol, that Charles Dickens classic, comes your way on Radio Journeys, December 25. That's next week. So until then, keep doing that Christmas shopping And I'll be back with you once again next week on Radio Journeys. Have a great week, everybody.
More footnotes next week, and so in friendly fashion, good luck